and welcome back to another Minecraft Redstone tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the contraption just behind me, an auto-sorting bulk storage system. Yeah, let's just get into it. But just before I do, I just want to warn you, this is by no means early game. I mean, the setup I have here is actually, it's ridiculously tiny for what you want, because if all you're going to be sorting out is like 3 items like I am here, then it's really you're better off just not bothering with all this redstone. This is only really handy if you're bulk storing a ridiculous number of items in ridiculous quantities. But anyway, I'll just show you how this thing works. So as you can see here, I'm sorting white concrete, repeaters, and redstone dust. So if I grab some white concrete, throw it into the system, you can see it travels along here, up the water chute, and into the hopper. Actually, I didn't show you how many were in here before, but okay, so there's 20 in here currently. So if I put that back in, get shot up the water stream it goes, along it goes, and into the hopper. And now we have 21. And just to show you that it does actually sort out the items, because this is technically the first chest along, I'll grab a redstone repeater for you now. So, how many are in this chest? 18. Chuck it into the system. And 19 repeaters. As you can see, it's sorting out the items, it's fairly quick, it's not very resource light, but honestly I think that it makes up for it just by being so incredibly cool and at the same time so incredibly practical. So anyway, yeah, as I said previously, without any further delay, let's just get into the materials that you need to build this. I'm going to need you to bear with me on this one because it gets a little bit complicated, but what you'll need are, well, let's, as you can see, I've sorted it into like different almost components that you need for the contraption. So first of all here, as you can see, this is for the actual storage, so the columns of chests. So for that you'll need obviously an indefinite amount of chests depending on how much you're storing. 1 hopper for every 2 chests, an extra hopper that goes just above the chest column, and a glow item frame or an item frame or a sign or just basically anything to indicate what's actually in that column of chests. Then for the water streams, you're going to need 2 buckets of water to create an infinite water source, an indefinite number of packed ice, glass, and smooth stone slabs, and well, it's probably, you can use any kind of slabs and any kind of block, but glass looks the best, and I just like smooth stone slabs. The other thing that you'll need is soul sand. Probably just 1, but if you're making a weird, elaborate, snaking water stream, then you might need more than 1, but that's just to create, as you can see here just on the outside, some bubble columns. Anyway, the next thing is the sorter itself. So this is going to need 6 building blocks, 3 redstone dust, a repeater, a comparator, and a torch. And those are the materials that you need for 1 sorting module, almost. You're going to need this amount, like multiplied by how many columns of chests you have. And finally, we have the auto dropper. So for that, you're going to need an input system of 2 chests, or 1 chest, or perhaps multiple chests that are linked together with hoppers. Then you're going to need a hopper, which links into a dropper, and then you're also going to need 5 redstone dust, a repeater, and a comparator. Yeah, as I said, that was quite long-winded, but we'll just get into how it works. So the first thing that we're just going to build up here very quickly is the auto dropper. So what you need for that is to just place down a dropper, a hopper going into that, a chest going into that hopper, and then coming out of the dropper, you're going to need a comparator, a redstone dust, a repeater, 3 more redstone dust, and then another redstone dust. I don't know, I expected there to be something else there, but that's it. As you can see, if I stick in this redstone dust now, it gets dropped out. Next, we're going to start building up probably the longest part of this contraption, the water stream. So the floor of the water stream you always want to be packed ice, because this way the items move along it much faster, and if you were to use regular ice, then if the light level was too high it would melt, but then if you have a low light level, mobs can spawn. So you can use regular ice if you're on like a mushroom island and you have a low, very moody lighting, but otherwise I would definitely recommend making the investment into packed ice. But yeah, so just gonna build along. I would say I'd recommend going about 6 blocks before, oh, and don't forget to place in glass walls. But yeah, go about 6 blocks before placing in a smooth stone slab, packed ice underneath that slab, and then continue the water stream onwards. Because after the 6th block of water, the items tend to move a little bit slower, so it's best to just cut it off there, and that's good. But the other thing that you're going to need to do is just like make a little bit of a roof here to make sure that the items don't go flying out of the dropper and over the edge. But yeah, so build this little water stream anywhere that you want it to go. I'm just going to build mine over to here, and then at the end of that, place in your soul sand. Oh, hang on, no, I built this wrong. Hang on, I need to. So the problem is, you can't actually. So say I have this here, this slab, and have water going there. The item can't get from here over to here because obviously the water's not going in that direction. So if I were to want to continue it over here by having a water bucket there, that wouldn't work. And so you have to be careful about how you're placing in your soul sand, because occasionally you might want to place it like there, for example, and that's not going to work, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll place in that there. And then after this, you build this up however high you want your chest columns to be. So basically this is going to transport the items all the way up to the top. So if I chuck this slab in here, you can see it shoots up there. So how many high did I build it over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I built it up 5 high over here, and that allowed me to get 4 high chests. So yeah, you're always going to want to build it up. So say you want like 10 chests in a column, you're going to have to build your water stream up 11 blocks high. But I'm just going to build mine up 5 high for now. So that's 3, 4, 5. Right, so now that you have your water stream, you can now just where you want to continue your water stream, don't fill out like this little bit here, this little overhang almost. It's not an overhang, but it goes a little bit higher than the rest of the tube. But basically, don't fill it out in one area, and then replace the glass just here with some packed ice. Then this is going to just serve as a little mouth for your item elevator. Then after that, you can you can just carry on your water stream and get it to wherever you want it to be. Okay, so just for now, I've just extended my water stream out to here, because otherwise it gets a little bit awkward to fit in the redstone. So you're going to want to build your water stream around the redstone past this stage. But the next thing to do is to start building up the chest columns. So to do this, you're going to want to place in just a couple of chests there to get in the extra hoppers at the top. Then you're going to break these and place them in again, sideways, like this. Then you can fill these down to the bottom. I'd recommend doing that in a kind of this way, so don't, if your chest is facing in this direction and you like, not symmetry, but you know what I mean, you're a perfectionist, then I'd recommend building them from the back forwards, like this. Then place in your glow item frames on the bottom, and whatever items you're going to be sorting into these, you can place those in the item frames, but then just place in the hoppers along the back, feeding into the chests. Nice and simple. Oh, and don't forget, sorry, I'm an idiot. There aren't any chests, actually, at the top just here. So this will give you 12 double chests of storage, the setup that I have here currently. Okay, right. Next, it's time to fill in, or at least build, actually, the redstone part of this. So what you're gonna want to do is place in 3 building blocks like this, going backwards, then go down 1, and go diagonally like that. Then, just before things get too complicated and messy, just place in your comparators, going in just here. Then place in 3 redstone dust, like this. It doesn't matter that they're linking up, because the signal strength is actually, it's going to be too weak for the lines to actually affect each other, which is, it's one of the really cool and interesting things about this little contraption. Well, I say little, but you know what I mean. Then, coming along the bottom just here, and place in 3 things like this. This is where it's actually probably best to actually build up these modules individually, because it's going to be a struggle to get in that extra repeater in the middle there. So, sorry about that, but after you've done that, place in 3 blocks like that, and then 3 torches there. Then after that, take whichever block you want to be sorting. I'm just going to go with, again, white concrete, redstone dust, and repeaters, and place them like this in the hopper. So then the next one will be redstone dust, and then repeaters. So as you can see, this actually stops putting the items through in just a minute. Wait for it. There we go. Yeah. So now, as you can see, you've got repeaters in there, dust in there, concrete in there. So you can place that there, and that there. So yeah, that's the sorting thing done. So really, all that we have to do now is finish up the water stream. And to do that, first of all, going to have to place in some glass there, which I forgot to do earlier. Bit of a mistake. Again, as you saw earlier, these things can go shooting really quite high. But then, what you're going to want to do is just continue the water stream around, try and make it like loop around until you can connect it back up to just over here. Or if you're making like a slightly bigger one or more complex one, you might want to have it coming in through a different side. But honestly, I think that it's easiest just to do a very simple rectangle like this. So then fill in all the glass walls, place in all your water, and yeah. So just one thing I forgot to say, make sure to place in a water bucket like above this thing here. Yes, it will be affected by the bubbles, but it really doesn't matter. It's still, it'll still do the job. And there you have it. Yeah, that is your storage system completed. So if I show you again, I'll just take this white concrete just here. There are 18 in there currently. Put it in the system, gets shot out, up the water stream, and into the hopper. And now we have 19. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful to you. Don't forget to leave a like, maybe subscribe if you want to. And yeah, I hope to see you again on the channel in the future. Bye.